Oh, are we live, John Luke? Pizza Doctor, that's our sponsor. Gotta get that. Gotta mention that first because they're the sponsor and they gave us free pizza. So thank you to Pizza Doctor. I hope Trent gets some. It's good for your leg.
Well, I need it then.
Hey, this is the DJournalPreps Football Preview Show. I'm Brad with Dalton. This is Trent Hammond, this week's guest, Tupelo head football coach. And we're coming to you here on Facebook Live. And later on, you can, if you didn't catch all the show or don't catch all the show, it'll be on DJournal.com. As soon as John Luke McCord can get it put up there. John's the guy behind the camera. He's got some high-tech equipment, yardstick to prop up the phone.
3rd and 1.
Only the best at the Daily Journal, guys. So anyway, yeah, we're going to spend the next few minutes talking football. Of course, we're going to have our games to watch. We'll have our game of the week as voted on by you on Twitter. We'll have the Dalton Award as well. So yeah.
It's healing. It's, at my age, it's a little slow, but it's getting there.
Yeah, what'd you do again?
I missed a step coming off my porch and broke my leg.
Nah, I've done that before. Didn't break my leg. I messed up my ankle, but it can happen.
Yeah,
I was hoping for a more exciting story than that.
I tried, but might as well tell the truth.
Okay. Well, anyway, you got West Point coming up this week. Obviously a big game. First time y'all have played in a few years, and Dalton is the guy that normally covers y'all. So I guess I'll let him kind of take the lead here with talking about this game.
Yeah, West Point is West Point. Won last 3 state championships. They beat Starkville last week. What have you really seen from them that sticks out about them?
Well, what they are, they're the same West Point they are every year. They're physical. They're extremely athletic and fast, and it's nothing fancy when you play them. It's kind of like I told someone the other day. It was kind of like a Mike Tyson fight. He's going to walk in there and they're going to punch on you and see who gives. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we expect West Point to be West Point, and for it to come out and have to, in order to beat them, you have to out physical them or at least match their physicality. So that's where we've got to be.
Yeah, physicality. I mean, they held Starkville 3 rushing yards I think last week. I mean, is there anything that just sticks out that did so well on the defensive front, or what was it? They've
got a couple of players on their defense. They've got a defensive tackle that's extremely quick off the football. We've made some calls and kind of encouraged that people look at him as a Mississippi, Alabama guy. Mm-hmm. He plays with a high motor, extremely intense. Then they've got a linebacker that makes it behind him that makes 1 million tackles. That's super aggressive. So it's your typical West Point, football.
Yeah, they have given up a few passing yards, and then y'all got Jake Ware, of course, seems like he's getting better every single week. What can he do to be successful against that defense?
Well, the biggest thing is we've got to keep him vertical. Mm-hmm. You got to keep him standing up and give him time to throw, because if he's got the time, we've got some guys that they can make plays in the passing game. But like I've said, the thing's going to be our offensive line having to match up with their defensive line and keep him vertical.
Well, could you see maybe trying to get some quick passes off? Because I know Jacob Horn, Ole Miss kid, Trip Wilson, Memphis baseball kid, Corbin Huggins, really good talented receiver. Could you maybe try to get the ball out of his hand a little quicker to get to them? Or?
Well, we want it out of his hands quick no matter what. He's got to make a good decision. But so we've got to take advantage of some things that we see downfield and with some formations and stuff like that, and hopefully it works out for us.
All right. Thank you, Trent. And now we move on to the games to watch. We have 4 games to watch, and then the game of the week will be the 5th game. By the way, last week, John Luke, your facial expressions tripped me.
Man,
y'all good?
Look at the camera, not at me.
I'm not sure if that encouraged me any. Okay, so last week, Dalton 4-1. Good job, Dalton. And then I went 5-0. So Dalton is now 11-4 on the season. I'm 12-3 on the picks. So here we go. We'll make talk about these games to watch and make predictions. Aberdeen at Amory. It's the A game. Really good game every year. Well, you coached this game, Trent.
I have.
What makes that game special?
Well, it means a lot especially to the 2 communities. It means a tremendous amount to the players. So
played fairly well so far. Prediction-wise, Dalton, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Amory. Amory, 28-16.
Amory 28-16. I also will pick Amory. I'll say 30-17. Okay. Game number 2, Knox Pater at Smithville, or a Division 2 1A opener for both of these schools. Really tough division there in 1A. Smithville, of course, has been strong every year under Michael Campbell. Knox Peters is always a team that's vying for a high playoff seed. I think they won 10 games last year. Dalton, who you got in this one?
I'm going to have to go Smithville area team. 20-7 is what my prediction is. Knox Pater has played well, but I think Smithville's the talent they've played has been a little bit higher.
True. Knox Pater has a really good quarterback, apparently really fast, KD Carter. But I think I'll go with Smithville. I was going back and forth on this one. I'll say Seminoles. I'll pick them 21-18. All right, third game, Oxford at Lafayette. It's the Crosstown Classic. Should be a heck of a game. Two of our top 5 teams in large schools, Dalton. This one at Lafayette, not that you got in this one.
I'm going to go Oxford, 24-14. I think the defense is going to be a little too much.
Yeah, I like the Lafayette quarterback they put in there, the sophomore, Tyus Williams. He's a sophomore. Oxford's more experienced there. I think they're more experienced on defense as well. So I'll have to give the Chargers the edge on this one. I'll say 24-13 Lafayette. 24-13 Oxford over Lafayette. Okay, Tupelo Christian at Nanawaya. That's the reigning state champs the Eagles have to go play on the road. And from everything I hear, they're really good again. But hey, TCPS got Kai Holly picking up the yards and points. Who you got?
I'm going to go Nanawaya. They're the 1A state champs for a reason from last year. I'm going to go 36-28. I think it's going to be high scoring.
Okay.
No Foster will score a little bit.
Okay. Seems like we've gone. We picked all the same games, haven't we, so far? The same winners. Okay, fine. I'll depart. I'll say TCPS pulls the upset on the road. I think Kai Holiday has another big game. I'll say 35-33 TCPS. Okay. And now the game of the week is, it's Tupelo and West Point. Number 5 ranked Tupelo, number 1 West Point, both with 2-1 records. And first time, according to the internet anyway, which is never wrong. So the 3 keys to the game. Key number 1, I would say, Trent, is your offensive balance. Tupelo is averaging 194 yards per game passing, and 194 rushing, which is pretty much what a coach wants, isn't it?
What we want is to spread the football around. We're I don't worry about passing yards versus rushing yards as far as using a number of kids so that you have to defend the entire field.
Right.
So we're happy with what we've got so far.
Right. Key number 2, West Point's creativity. Now, again, they will just, like you said, the Mike Tyson thing, they'll come out and put it on
They do. And, a lot of times that the running back throwing the ball, he's in that wildcat formation.
Right.
So he's getting the ball quite often like a running quarterback that you just have, they insert another blocker. So it makes you have to add another man to try to scheme them up.
Right, gotcha. All right, and key number 3, always the most important key. Which team has the higher quality H2O? To put water boy. That's a pretty good H2O there, don't you, Trent?
We got really good water.
You got really good water, guys. Could be an advantage for the Golden Wave. Okay, prediction time, Dalton. Tupelo, West Point.
You go first.
Me?
I went first the other 4.
Okay, fine. Well, usually when I pick against West Point, it doesn't go well. So I guess I'll have to pick West Point 23-20. And if Trent gets mad at me, he's kind of crippled. I can just run off.
Just be fast.
Just be faster than you. Who you got, Dalton?
I've got Tupelo. I was really impressed with the way the defense played last week against the Showboats running backs and how they contained them. I'm going to go 24-20 Tupelo.
Okay. All right, let's wrap it up with the Broughton Award. You know what the Broughton Award is?
I have no idea, but I'm sure it ranks like somewhere.
Of high school football in Northeast Mississippi.
That's what I was
They
thinking.
just give it out every week, though. So.
Yeah.
Weekly winner.
So Brad and Dalton Broughton. So it's the best 1-2 punch from the previous week. So in this case, it's Tyrus Williams and Randy Anderson of Lafayette in last week's 28-14 win over Horn Lake. Williams, the quarterback, had 10 carries, 122 yards, and a touchdown, and he also completed 4 of 7 passes for 39 yards. Randy Anderson, the former quarterback, now a wide receiver and running back, had 14 carries, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 39 yards, and he can still throw yards. So congrats to Tyrus Williams and Randy Anderson winning the Broughton Award. And that's it for this episode of the DJournalPreps Football Preview Show, brought to you by Pizza Doctor. Also, be sure to check out our podcast, Prep Rally, every Wednesday. You can find it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps, or online at preprally.djournal.com. Follow us on Twitter at DJournalPreps. Look for our football coverage all week, and especially on the weekends, in the Daily Journal and at djournal.com. Thank you, Trent.
Thank you for being here.
For hosting us, and hope your leg gets better soon.
Thanks for the pizza.
Watch your step. Yeah, eat all you want. And thanks to Pizza Doctor. We're out.